Hey, and welcome back to another video. It's been a little over a year since the iPhone 11 was released back in 2019, and as Apple still sells this phone on their website for a base price of $599, I was wondering, should anyone consider purchasing the iPhone 11 here in 2021? But before jumping right in, I'd like to announce that I'm now posting videos to BitChute as well, and if you're already on there or planning to get on there, it would help me a whole lot if you could follow me on BitChute as well. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button as it helps me out a lot, and also hit that bell notification button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And finally, don't forget to follow me on all my social media as well. Now let's jump right into this. The iPhone 11 was initially released on September of 2019 and was the lower end model of the iPhone 11 Pro Max, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Trio. The iPhone 11 initially retailed for a base price of $699 for the 64GB model and now retails for a base price of $599. The 128 and 256GB models now cost $649 and $749 respectively. One should also note that all new iPhone 11s purchased from Apple's website don't come with a charging brick like they once did. The iPhone 11 can be had for around $350 to $500 on the used market depending on its condition, should you wish to purchase a used one instead. It comes in black, green, yellow, red, white, and like this one, a purple color as well. The purchasing dilemma comes up when picking the iPhone 11 over the newer iPhone 12 mini, which is $100 more at $699, and which has the all-new design, an OLED display, and many more new features. Therefore, it is up to you to compare the two side by side using the information provided to you about the iPhone 11 in this video. The iPhone 11 lineup was the last of the iPhones to feature the rounded edge design, which was first introduced with the iPhone 6, which has since been phased out with the new iPhone 12 lineup. It's built out of a 7000 series aluminum and has a front and glass back. The phone is just as well built as any other iPhone and will be preferable to people who like the curved design over the new flat design. The iPhone 11 is also the last flagship iPhone to use an LCD display. Its 6.1-inch IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen has a resolution of 828 by 1792 pixels and a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch, as well as a screen-to-body ratio of around 79%. Another example of Apple's great LCD technology, the display is more than up to standard for 2021, with bright and accurate colors, good viewing angles, and good overall performance in sunlight conditions. It's great for watching videos in landscape mode with its 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio and a maximum brightness of around 625 nits. Overall, a highly performing and well-rounded display that will be relevant for many years to come. Let us now move on to discussing the operating system. The iPhone 11 initially shipped with iOS 13 and now runs iOS 14 and will most probably be updated until iOS 18 or even iOS 19 depending on how things go. Considering the iPhone 6s was updated to iOS 14 all the way from iOS 9, I can say with certainty that the iPhone 11 will get major updates until iOS 18 and security updates for an untold amount of years depending on how many people are left using it at the time. Just to note, the iPhone 4S, which was released in 2011, got its last security patch 8 years later in 2019. This is a true testament to Apple's unrivaled support of older devices and a reason why iPhones usually have a higher second-hand market value than most other devices. But as of 2021, the iPhone 11 runs like the wind on iOS 14. Apps open almost instantly, the OS is fluid and smooth, and multitasking is a breeze to do with the swipe gestures and quick animations, making the overall experience worthy of the claim that Apple makes about its devices. The OS is capable of such performance thanks to what lies under the hood. The iPhone 11 features a beastly hexa-core A13 Bionic processor, which is based on a 7nm process. It's clocked in at 2.65 GHz on 2 cores and 1.8 GHz on the other 4 cores, and was the fastest mobile processor that 2019 had to offer. The A13 Bionic is backed up by Apple 4-core graphics and 4GB of RAM, as well as 64, 128 and 256GB of storage options, which are priced accordingly as mentioned before. These specs are more than capable of handling any task thrown at them in 2021 and will be relevant for many years to come, as they will be the governing force behind the future OS updates that this phone will be receiving. Apple always bases their OS updates based on how well older hardware can handle the latest OS and whether the performance is up to their standards. The iPhone 11 features two camera lenses that certainly don't disappoint. The main shooter is a 12-megapixel f1.8 aperture wide-angle sensor, and the ultra-wide is also a 12-megapixel shooter with an f2.4 aperture and a field of view of 120 degrees. They are both backed by a dual LED dual-tone flash. The phone is capable of shooting video at 4K at 60 FPS and records with stereo sound. Here are some samples from the rear wide and ultra-wide cameras during the daytime and nighttime, followed by video samples at 1080p at 60 FPS, and I will also include 120 FPS and 240 FPS slow-motion video samples as well. Most of the more recent videos on my channel have been shot on the iPhone 11, including the one in the card above, which you can use as another sample as well. The front-facing camera is a 12 megapixel f2.2 aperture shooter with video recording up to 4K at 60 fps as well. Here are some stills during the day and night, as well as 1080p video at 60 fps, followed by slow motion video at 120 fps. The iPhone 11 features a Dolby Atmos surround sound stereo speaker setup, which sound really clear and is very loud. Here is a sample of one of my videos using them. Hey, and welcome back to another video. So it's been almost a month since the iPhone 12 Pro Max was released, which gave me enough time to use it to its fullest and now do an in-depth review on it. The iPhone 11 has a water and dust resistance rating of IP68 for up to 2 meters for 30 minutes. However, if your phone has ever been opened up in the past, this rating will no longer be applicable and you should avoid contact with water at all costs. The Face ID sensor on the iPhone 11 is fast as always and works fine during any lighting or weather conditions. The iPhone 11 has a 3110 mAh battery with fast charging up to 18 watts, which gives you 50% capacity in 30 minutes. It also features QI certified wireless charging at 7.5 watts. The iPhone 11 was praised for its battery performance and will last about 1.5 days on heavy use and about 2 to 3 days on medium or light use. This will obviously vary depending on the battery health of your specific iPhone should you choose to buy used. A decently used iPhone 11 in 2021 should have a battery health of around 87 to 90% capacity, and you should avoid anything below 80% unless you get it for super cheap or you're willing to replace its battery. This battery performance is something you should consider when purchasing an iPhone 11, as the iPhone 12 mini, which is $100 more, has been shown to have a quite bad battery performance according to statistics. Another plus point for getting the iPhone 11 instead. So finally, to conclude this video, I'd like to say that the iPhone 11 is perfectly safe to buy in 2021. With solid performance, years of updates to come, amazing camera quality, great battery performance, and an overall decent second-hand value. It's definitely a serious mid-level contender in 2021's phone market and will probably be on sale on Apple's website until the iPhone 13 is released at the end of this year. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and check out my channel, and if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button as it helps me out a lot. Also, don't forget to check me out on all my social media linked down in the description below. Thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video.